Yeah, like this boy made me feel uncomfortable physically for my safety, and it was awkward, it was not cute, it was just but let me just jump right in. I don't know if I should tell you guys how we met, if I said that for a different story. Actually, I'll tell you how we met. So basically, me and my friends, it was like a Wednesday night. It was me and my friends, we were going to like a party, like a clothing line launch for one of our other friends that was launching his clothing line. We were going, and the person that was supposed to take us to the party, our lift to the party cancelled, basically, like last minute. And we were like, okay, whatever. Like, we called everyone that we could to give us a lift. No one was trying to come, so we was like, let's just take the train. This is how I met the boy. So we're on our way to the train station, and she was like way in front of me. She was wearing trainers, but I was wearing heels, and she's way in front of me, like power walking for the train. I'm behind her walking slow because I cannot run in heels, especially those heels I was wearing that night. Like, it was so cute, but to run in it was just not happening. Like, I couldn't run in that. So I'm walking like really slow behind her, and like I'm doing like a light jog every now and then, and he pulls up. Like, it was like the street is like this, middle of the street is like that. I'm here about to cross over, she's on the other side. So he pulls up, like stopping at the street. He's like, he winds out his window, he's like, you're gonna need to walk faster to keep up with her. Some crap like that. Walk faster, run faster, some crap like that. So I'm just like, oh, I'm trying to run, but you know, heels, like whatever. So I'm kind of walking now. He's like, wait, what's your name? Like, entertaining conversation. I can't really talk. I'm trying to catch a train. Like, we can't really chat. So he was like, wait, like, this is talk. So I'm like, okay, whatever. Because like, I can't remember what he looked like that night. But he was driving, so I don't know. Sometimes that makes boys look a little bit cuter. So yeah, so he stopped, and me and him were talking, and then she comes back, and then she recognizes him, like, oh, he's going my secondary school back in the day. He's like 2 years older than us or whatever, or a year above me, something like that. Mind you, my friend's like 20, so my friend's 19, just turned 20. But yeah, so he was like 21. He should have been 21. But he's like, you know what, girls, it's late. Get in the car. I'll drive you guys to roughly where you want to go. So that's how we met him that night. That's how I met him that night. So after this, a day goes past. He didn't call. He didn't message me. Nothing like that. I didn't message him. Whatever. We exchanged numbers, by the way. I don't call him. He don't call me. We don't message each other. Then it's like 2 days later, I get like a random phone call, and the person's like, "What are you doing on Saturday night?" I'm like, "Okay, cool." Nothing. So we're having conversations over the phone, and he's like, you know, I really want to take you out. Like, where do you like going? I was like, to be honest, I don't really mind anywhere except for the cinema. I don't like going to the cinema on a first date. So I'm like, anywhere except for the cinema. So he's like, okay, I'm gonna take you to the spa. We get like massages together. Whatever, we're gonna get a massage, whatever. So I'm like, cool. Let's get a massage. I'm like, okay, cool. We'll get to the spa. So then he goes, wait, but bringing overnight bags. I'm like, nigga, what you trying to get? Like, an overnight bag? Like, no, we're not sleeping at no hotel. So I'm like, no. I'm like, why? So he's like, because if I book this spa for us, it's probably going to be a spa hotel. And I'm like, okay, but you can use the facilities without booking overnight, right? He's like, no, you can't. I know that you can. But he's like, no, you can't. Let's just go for the night. I'm like, no, I'm not going for the night. Let's choose something else. So he's like, okay, cool. Just get ready. I'll pick you up. Whatever you want to eat, I'll take you. So I'm like, okay, cool. Come to the day now. He was like to me, be ready by like 3. So knowing me, I'm not ready by 3. I take the fault for that. But it's full. I'm ready. I call him. He's like, he's coming. Okay, 4:30. I'm like, okay. I'm making snaps. It's okay. Half an hour, fine. Whatever. 5:30. 6:30. I call him. I'm like, if I don't do my makeup, I'm not about to waste this all. So where are you? He's like, when you called me earlier, I lied. Like, I wasn't ready. I was with my boy, something like that. I'm at my boy's house now. He lives near you. Give me half an hour, I'll be there. I'm pissed off in my head, but I was hungry, so I'm like, okay. So he came finally, like around 7:30, 8 o'clock. That's when he came. So I'm like, okay, cool. So I'm walking up my street, yeah, and then this guy goes, so I called him. I was like, oh, where are you? Like, I can't remember the car that you were in the night that we met. Like, I couldn't remember the car. So he's like, okay, I can see you. So you see that white Bimmer, like white BMW, like, can you see that? I'm like, yeah, I see it. He's like, walk towards it. So I'm like, okay, cool, so yeah. Put my phone back in my bag, grab my purse, fix my hair. I'm walking towards the car. Then someone across the street, like, the car was parked like here, someone over here put down the window, was like, psych, I'm in this one. And he was in a smart car. I can't judge because at that time I didn't have a car either, so I could not judge. A smart car, a car is still a car. 4 wheels, 4 doors, like not even 4 doors. Was it even have 4 wheels? Yeah, a smart car does have 4 wheels, but it's just like, it's just 2 people car, like. So I came to the car. He's got baggage on the seat next to me, so he's like, you can just hold it because there's no back seat, there's no space in the back to put that. So he's like, you just hold it. So I'm like, okay, like I'm not like whatever, I'll hold your stuff, whatever. It's not that deep to me personally, but whatever. So I'm thinking, okay, time to go eat. So we're driving now, and he gets a call, and the call's like, don't forget football's on, something like that. So he goes to me now. This is exactly what he done. Is there Sports Direct around here? And if you don't know, Sports Direct is like this massive, but maybe everyone knows, but I don't know. Sports Direct is like this massive shop that sells like sports gear. So like, yeah, you get the gist. Like football boots, all of that, you get the gist. So he's like, I'm like, yeah, there's one like back there, but that's closed now. He's like, is there nowhere else? I'm like, yeah, there's one all the way back there. So we're going this way. This nigga swerves like this in his little car, swerves like this and goes back that direction. Mind you, the restaurant is this way. He's heading all the way back to go Sports Direct to go get his football boots. And I'm thinking, I'm like, can I just wait till tomorrow morning or something? He's like, no, the match is early. Like, please just go. I'm like, okay. So we're in the car, and he's telling me about his trials and tribulations of life. He didn't even let me get like 3 words in. He is fully sitting there telling me everything that I should not even, that you would not tell someone on the first date. But okay, he's telling me he's gang. He's about that life. There was a time that niggas pulled up to his crib with like guns. They all had guns. He was ready to rush out. Girls were crying. Niggas were holding him back. Like, guys, I'm not making any of this up. This is literally the stuff that was coming out of this guy's mouth that's sitting right next to me. He's like, I am about that life. He's from the hood. Mind you, the hood that he's talking about was his uni campus. Like, he's telling me about the stuff that happened on his uni campus. So he was like, yeah. Oh, did I even make up a name for him? And I always wanted to do this. Like, I always watch videos where they make up names for the boys, like fake names. And I want to make up a name for him. What should I call him? Should we call him SpongeBob? Because I can see my beauty blender. So let's just call him Sponge. No, let's call him Bob. Yeah, okay. So Bob is telling me all about his life, like how he's about that life. He's hood, he's this, he's that. He will kill niggas. He's a trapper. He makes money. He got 6 cars. And I'm thinking, you got 6 cars and you pulled up in a smart car. Okay, so yeah, he's like, he got 6 cars. He got 2 houses. He got hella phones. He's just telling me all about his life. He goes to Dubai. He pours wine. He literally said to me, he goes to the club, he pops champagne, he pours it on his watch, he pours it on his trainers, and niggas are jealous. Niggas are plotting. Like, this is exactly, I'm not making anything up. This is exactly what this guy was saying. he was literally sitting there telling me that he goes to the club and he orders loads of champagne so he can pour loads of it on his wrist and on his toes, and yeah, he's about that life. That's exactly how he was acting sitting next to me. So I'm just like, yeah, like, okay, cute, whatever. So we're still in the car now, and he was in my area, like, so obviously I thought I knew my area, so I'm directing him how to get to Sports Direct, and he must have saw a sign, and I was saying, oh no, you go straight, ignore the sign, go straight. So he was like, how much do you want to bet, like, should we make a bet? And I was like, he was like, how much money? So I'm like, So basically, if you know me, you always know that if I love to make bets, but I never bet money, like I always bet a favour. So if I win, I owe you a favour. No, if you win, you owe me, I owe you a favour. If you win, I owe you a favour. So that's how I am. Like, I'll just bet favours. So I probably, like, I don't really think nothing of it when I said it. But I'm going to tell you how that came back around to bite me at the end of the date. But yeah, so I'm like, I'll give you a favour if you win, if you know, whatever. So he wins, so he's like, so you owe me a favour now. I'm like, yeah, whatever. We pull up to Sports Direct now. He goes inside. 5 minutes goes past. I'm waiting in the car, by the way. 10 minutes goes past. 15. So I'm cool. Like, I'm like, hurry the hell up. Like, first of all, he was late. Second of all, we're waiting here for you to get your football boots. Hurry up and stop taking the piss. Hurry up. Stop playing with me. You play with me too many times today. Stop. Hurry up. So I call my friend. I'm ranting to her in the car. And all of a sudden, I see him come out of Sports Direct. So I'm like, okay, bye, girl. I'm like, bye, girl. Bye, girl. Like, peace back. So she's like, bye, da, da, da. End the call. He's about to open the door. His phone rings. So he's now not opening the door and just walking around, like, the back of the car, like, pacing back and forth. He's on the phone talking to someone. I'm like, okay, a 3-second conversation. No, like a 5-minute conversation. So I am furious. He goes back into the car. We're driving in silence. I just want to I just want to eat. I'm just over it. I'm over it. We get to the restaurant now, and we're driving in silence, by the way. We got to the restaurant now, and he's like, he's looking at me like this. I'm like, what? He's like, you look really familiar. Like, the night I met you, like, I didn't really look at you, but now I'm looking at you and you look very familiar. So I'm like, Instagram, I don't know. Where he's from, I knew quite a lot of people from that area as well. So I'm like, maybe my friend's quite well known in the area that he was from. So I was like, maybe my friend, whatever. He was like, no, it's none of them. Like, I'm saying names like, maybe this person. He's like, no. Then he said some random name. I can't remember the name that he said, but he was like, do you know this person? So I'm like, no, I've never heard that name in my life. He's like, let me see your phone. I'm like, what? He's like, I just want to see your Instagram. So I open my Instagram account thinking, okay, he's just going to look at my pictures, see what he knows. He just starts typing. So I'm like, no, I take out my phone. And he's like, have you got something to hide from me? Mind you, this is like my first time meeting this boy officially. And that's what, like, what would I have to hide? Please tell me, what would I have to hide? Like, of course, I'm fully loyal and committed to you and honest to you, even though I've only known you for like 24 hours. Less than 24 hours, actually. This is the first time I'm seeing you face to face. But yeah, he's just like, what you got to hide? I'm like, nigga, nothing. He's like, let me see your phone then. I'm like, no, you're not going through my phone. He's like, I'm not going to open your chat. I just want to see who you message. Do you message those boys? Like, he's sitting opposite me, grilling me about who I talk to, who I message, my pictures. Like, I'm just like, nigga, I ain't your girl. We just met. Like, calm down. So he's just like, he's going in on me like, who you know, da-da-da-da-da. And I'm just like, okay, whatever. This is awkward now. So I'm like, you're not going through my phone. You're not seeing any of my chats, whatever. That's not happening. You're at my phone. And because of that, he didn't want to talk to me. For the rest of the night, he's not saying nothing. He's literally just sitting there eating and watching outside. Like, he's not even looking at me. So I'm like, I'm just cutting my food, eating my food, because at this point I don't care. So the waiter walks past, and the way everyone's looking at us like, the waiter's looking at us like, you're not gonna speak, and we're just sitting there like, and he'd be like this, then you carry on looking at the side. It's like whatever. So he didn't talk to me for the whole date, and then his phone starts ringing. I'm just like, he's like, I need to go outside. I'm like, whatever, go outside. So he went outside, but he went for like 10-15 minutes. I'm thinking, okay, he's probably gone. He probably left me here. I'm like looking around trying to find the car in the parking lot now, like looking out the window trying to find the car. And where we were sitting, I couldn't see where we were parked outside. So yeah, I'm thinking, okay, he's gone. So he finally bounces back in 15 minutes after his call. He's like, he was handling some business. I'm like, I don't really care, but okay. So he's sitting opposite me now, and he's like, I'm eating now. He's like, he's looking at me like this now, guys. Let me show you. He's sitting opposite me. By the way, this hair is from Uni's hair, and yeah. But anyway, yeah, he's sitting opposite me. He's like this. I'm just like. He's like, I was like, so he's like, remember that favor that you said that you owed me earlier? So I was just like, yeah. He's like, I think I know what I want. I'm like, what do you want? He's like, it might include your mouth. I'm just like, ew. I want to go home. Like, I even walk home at this point. I just want to get out of here. No, that's not happening. So he's like, so I'm just like, what do you want that is going to involve my mouth? He's like, don't be dumb. I'm like, no. He's like, I'm just like, no. I'm like, I'm not that type of girl. That's not how I get down. Like, this is my first time meeting you. No. I'm not that type of girl. That's not how I was raised. Please just take me home. I would like to go home now. So he gets all grouchy. He's like, fine. He's like, check, please. So I'm just like, yeah, check please. So he's like, they're like, oh, how do you want to pay? Cash or cards? I take my purse out. You don't know I wasn't paying for this, but I took my purse out. So I got my purse out on the table like, I can pay for myself, but yeah. So he's like, I'm paying cash. I'm like, do a split payment because I have my card, so I'm gonna pay card for myself. He's like, no, put your purse away, like it's a date, like I'm not gonna do that, like I'm paying, whatever. So I'm like, okay, you said it, not me. So I put my purse back into my bag, and he's like, okay, here you go. So at this point I'm just like, you know what, it's not like, can I even get in a car with this guy? Yeah, so we're about to leave now, and he's like, I'm looking at the bus, and I'm like, you know what, like, if it's too much, like, I don't mind taking the bus home, or I could call a cab, like, at this point. He's like, no, I brought you out, like, I'm sorry if I made you feel uncomfortable in there, but, he's saying this, but he's on his phone as well. So he's like, I'm sorry, I'm just gonna drop you home. I'm like, okay, thanks, that's all I want at this point, is just to go home. We get in the car, we're sitting in the car for like 5 minutes in silence. He's not starting the car, we're just sitting in the car. I'm just like, are you ready to go now? Or we on Zoo? Like, I guess to go. So he finally starts the car, and I'm not gonna lie, I was a little bit, like, I'm a very paranoid person. So I quickly changed out my heels and had my sliders in my bag. So I changed into my sliders just in case. I have to jump out this car. So he can't really go that fast because it's a small car. It wasn't going that fast. He puts on the radio. We're not talking. It's silence. And then his phone starts ringing. And he's like, he picks up, loads it down, so I can't hear. The radio's up, I can't hear who's on the phone, but I don't really care anyway. But the night I met him, his phone was ringing a lot, and I can't remember the name. I remember the name that was on the screen, and it was a girl's name, and she was calling back to back to back to back. The night that I met him, the night that he gave me the lift. So the same name called the phone that night as well. So he's like, I'm just doing something, like I'm with someone, I'm gonna come in. Then he's like to me, how do I get back to, he said someplace. I was like, you go straight, turn left after you drop me off. This is what you do. So he drops me out. I don't want him to see where I live, so he didn't pick me up in front of my house. So he dropped me off near my house, but it wasn't directly in front of my house. And he goes, he's looking at me like this after the date, like he wants a kiss. I'm just like, okay, thank you, bye. And I got out of that car. I'm so sorry, I couldn't. I had to hop out of that car so quickly. Like, it was just uncomfortable. It was just a very uncomfortable situation to be in, you know. Hold on, guys. But it was just such an uncomfortable situation. That whole night was just an uncomfortable situation for me to be in. Like, it was just very uncomfortable. And it was just such a worse, it was just a terrible day. It was awkward. We barely spoke. He was angry at me because I didn't even go through my phone. So we barely spoke. Then he asked me for, you know what? Like, nigga, bye. Bye. And I was just like, okay. But yeah, so that's my worst first date story. Like, comment, subscribe, tell your friend to tell a friend. And thank you for watching my channel. So see you next time.